Hello everyone, welcome to MR2350 eBusiness. My name is Paul Tilley and I'll be your instructor for this course. This course is really designed to introduce you to the managerial aspects of e-commerce, okay? E-commerce didn't exist 30 years ago, but we have seen, particularly since the beginning of the pandemic, that e-commerce has exploded. Everybody's buying things online now, and companies need to be familiar with the basic concepts of why it's important, number one, what the benefits are, number two, and the mechanics of it. So we're going to be talking about basically all of those things within this course. So you'll be exposed to the concepts of consumer relationship management, marketing communications, social media, supply chain management, web analytics, taxation, and the ethical issues related to e-business. So we'll be looking at that. What I would like you to do is to take a look at the content for this course found in the information section there, the course information, and that's under content. And I also have a printable syllabus for you there to print off if you wanted to do that. The textbook for the course is e-commerce version 2021. I would buy the online version of it. Now that's me personally, but there are copies of it around. You should be able to get it. 2019 is fine, 2021 is fine. Whatever it takes, but it is a good book, and it's a nice, tidy, clean book in terms of the key material that we're looking at. So I would strongly recommend that. And if you Google that book or you go to Vital Source, you should be able to get access to it. In terms of how this course is going to be evaluated, there's a bunch of things we're going to be doing in this course. First of all, there's a case analysis, and basically I want you to find a business that you can apply some of these concepts to. Assignment involves researching and then developing a case study of a local business that's leveraging or can leverage internet applications to help achieve its strategic goals. To this, you'll need to find a business that's using or planning to use internet applications, including but not necessarily limited to social media, to help grow their business. So a detailed list of more requirements will be provided in week 3, and you'll present a case on this in the last week of classes. More on the content of how that's going to work later. Part of the project will consist of a 5-10 minute video report of your project. So that's what you're going to present at the end, and as I say, that's due to last week of classes. Now, the important thing with this one is it can be completed individually or as a group of 2 or 3 people. So 1, 2, or 3 people, and you post it right in the Dropbox. The second deliverable is an e-commerce blog. Now, if you don't know anything about blogs, the idea of this is to get you to know. So there's lots of blogging tools out there. I use Blogger. It's a Google product. There's lots of them. You can pick whatever one you want. But effectively, your task is to write a blog that looks at some of the aspects of e-commerce. So what I want you to do is to create a blog and publish at least 5 postings that should include examples, photos, video, etc. And what you're going to do is effectively, you're coming at it from the point of view of someone who is involved with e-commerce, and you want to sell this to the business community or the organization. So you're going to pick over the course of the term 5 topics that you can talk about. And we're talking about, if we think about 300 or 400 words or some pictures and things that would be interesting to the businesses that you're dealing with. Okay, so that's the e-commerce blog. Now, you can do that through the term, and I recommend you do. It is due at the end of March. The third deliverable is a social comparison, I call it. And what we're doing there is considering your business or organization that you're going to be reviewing. So back at the case study, you looked at a business. What I want you to do is compare any 4 social networking sites for each one's potential use for this business or organization. So, you got a lot of social network sites out there. TikTok, whatever, you name it, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, a whole load of them. What I'd like you to do is to kind of say, okay, here's what this organization used. Here's the top 4, and here's the why. And what I've done is I've listed down some points that I'd like you to evaluate in terms of why they're good, in terms of business value, the cost, the ease of use, the communication potential, the revenue generation potential, customer service potential, customer relationship building potential, and the ability to be integrated into the business. How easy is this for the business to use? So that's what I'd like you to do there. The fourth deliverable is develop a working website for an organization product. So this could be the same organization that you picked for your case study. Again, it's more of a thematic type bunch of assignments as opposed to 5 individual assignments. So what you're doing is using the previous assignments as background, develop and populate a website for your business that includes at least some text, photos, video, external links, internal links, and at least 5 attractive pages. So the purpose of that is really to show you how to build a website. Now, that is for you to learn about. And there's lots of examples online and lots of places to look, and even the textbook covers off some of it. We're not going to be covering that specifically in terms of the nuts and bolts of how to create a website. The mechanics, it really depends on the type of tool you use. Your job is to seek out a tool and to be able to use it to generate a website. So at the end of this, I want you to know, yeah, this is how you do this sort of thing. Now, do the website have to be live? No, I'm not asking you to create a live website. I'm asking you to create a website that has web pages that would allow a business to use the web in order to be able to market itself. The fifth and final deliverable looks at developing a social networking site, and it really partners with deliverable 4, where you develop a social networking site for an organization or product. So back in the earlier assignment, the deliverable, we asked you to think about, what are some of the good social networking sites for your business? Well, what you do is actually create one. So using individual deliverables 1 through 4 as a background, develop and populate these 2 social media sites for your business. Integrate these sites into your website from the previous assignment. Deliverable is due last week of classes. So effectively, what I've done with all of these is I said, look, end of March, towards the end of the term, last week of classes, that's when it's due. Don't leave it till the end, because the fact is that's a lot of information to pile up if you leave it. So, but you can do it as you go along, and as you gather more information as we go through the course, you should be able to really put a really good job on a lot of those things. And as I say, they all interweave together. In terms of course exams, there will be a midterm and a final on this, and the test will largely consist of fill-in, matching, and multiple choice type questions, short answer. And I'm going to, a week before the test, I will give you more detail on it. These will be written all online, okay? Finally, what I'd like to make sure that you know how to do is to contact me, okay? The course email is the best place to get a hold of me, and I invite you to, that's my job, to answer your questions. You generate the questions. The more questions you can generate, the more you're going to learn. So if you go through the course email, first of all, I get a better chance of seeing it. I have been known to lose. I get a lot of emails come through my regular email. If it's in the course, I certainly see it, and I know what course it relates to. So help me out there. Use this email system to get a hold of me, and I will get back to you within the business day. Okay? So again, welcome to course. I appreciate you coming here. I hope you enjoy this and get as much out of it as we possibly can. As we go along, I'll be putting information in the news section, videos, little talks like this, and that's all designed to help you grasp the material that we're talking about and keep you on track. So follow along, check the news every day, and good luck in the course.